It's a beautiful Utah evening in time for softball at Dumke Family Stadium. The reigning AUSL champion Utah Talons look to rebound, while red-hot expansion squad Portland Cascade tries to keep rolling. It's time for pro softball here on the MLB Network. As we welcome you to Salt Lake City, alongside the two-time Olympian Natasha Watley, I'm Noah Frary. Savannah Collins is here as well. And for Portland, an 0-2 start to the year, but 2 straight wins. And Natasha suddenly they're the league's hottest team with arguably the league's best bat, Megan Grant.
Yes, it was so important for the Cascade to make a statement, to set the tone, and that all started with Megan Grant. Megan Grant has been electric. In her first 3 games, she has had 2 home runs, and she is off to a hot start. She holds the NC2A record for home runs in a single season in NC2A with 42. And she's nicknamed the chef because she likes to cook, but she has been cooking in her rookie season.
The former UCLA Bruin has over 600 feet of home runs early in her pro career. Now Utah's got an ace up their sleeve in Montana Fouts.
And Montana Fouts, she leads in this circle. She led the Talons last year to their first AUSL championship. She was their protected athlete in the expansion draft. She's already off to a 2-0 start, throwing the complete game in the season opener. And she came into relief in Game 3 versus the Bandits, tossing 3 scoreless innings.
And now Montana Fouts, set to make her second start of the year, has an ERA close to 2 over her last 40 pro innings, Natasha.
Yes, and Montana Fouts, when she is in the circle, she just gives the Talons a chance to win every single time. She brings the championship experience. She has Team USA credentials, and she just has the ability to take over the game pitch to pitch.
Fouts arguably the top pitcher in the world right now. She will go up against a Cascade lineup that is the exact same as yesterday. 3 Florida Gators leading the charge right now for Torres Flowers' side. Sydney Stewart, the catcher, picked up her first career hit yesterday. This is a Cascade team, Natasha, that's playing some great softball right now.
Yeah, for me, it's the energy. Yesterday, they had energy from top to bottom. They were talking to each other, communicating, and you can really feel their presence on the field as a team yesterday.
Portland picking up their second win in their inaugural campaign, handing the Talons their first loss of the season. They'll look to improve with a record above 500. But Montana Fouts, this is why you have an ace, a chance to shut down the opposing team. Coach of the Portland Cascade is a former Olympian, or still really an Olympian, Torres Flowers, who you played a lot of softball with back in the day, Natasha.
And I know her pretty well. We were freshmen together at UCLA and went on to be national champions there, and then also went on to 2004 Olympics and 2008. But just, I always say Coach Flowers has a brain made of softball. She loves this game and loves coaching at this level.
Yeah, gold and a silver together. No big deal. Almost set for softball here, Korbe Otis. The former Florida Gator will lead things off for the Portland Cascade. Montana Fouts is ready. Korbe Otis is ready. Let's do it here in Utah. And our first pitch fouled off by Korbe Otis. Otis was hitless in game number 1. That came on the heels of back-to-back multi-hit performances in the final 2 games against the Blaze. And Natasha, early in this outing for Montana Fouts, what's a key for her against this Portland side?
The keys for her are going to be getting ahead. She will work that rise, that curve. We already see her working that curve, but she likes to work ahead, and she likes to go right at hitters.
Does just that, gets the ground ball. Jordan Woolery, who started at third yesterday, at first today with Bree Ellis out of the lineup, steps on first for the first out.
Yes, and Jordan Woolery, just a Swiss Army knife. You can put her all over the field. Yesterday was her debut at UCLA. Her senior year, she was playing first, but throughout her career, she played third. You can put her anywhere.
And now Megan Grant steps in, fouls off the first pitch. She sees 2 hits in her pro career. Natasha, you sum up the distances of those 2 hits, it's over 600 feet.
which is incredible. And that, you know, can clear a baseball stadium, just to kind of give you reference of that 300 feet. And she just does such a good job of just being able to swing early, be the aggressor, and she swings hard.
The first career pro home run would have left Oracle Park in San Francisco as well as Fenway in Boston. Grounds it firmly off of Fouts. Good recovery and a smooth second out. That was Maddie Moore, a former Clemson Tiger, who makes the play for out number 2.
A heads-up play for Maddie Moore to just hang on to that, with that tips off of Montana Fouts' glove.
Fouts trying to throw up some zeros in this start. A vastly different looking Utah team than they looked even a day ago. Vidalis into the glove of Woolery, and a clean 1-2-3 inning for the nation's premier pitcher. Montana Fouts doing her thing early in Utah. A nearly flawless first inning for Montana Fouts. She throws up a 0 as the Utah Talons come to the plate for the first time here at Dumke Family Stadium. A different looking lineup. Aliyah Andrews slides up into the leadoff spot. Jordan Woolery, who hit 6th yesterday, is hitting 2nd. A couple of key absences that we'll get into a little bit later on. And a couple of rookies making their debuts. Kenzie Brown, the Portland starter. Second pro start, won her first, going 5 innings to take the win against the Blaze. The first pitch she throws to Aliyah Andrews is a ball. Kenzie Brown, one of the premier strikeout artists in the collegiate game, got off to a really nice start in her first pro start.
Yeah, the rookie is one of the most reliable arms for Arizona State in her collegiate career. And just the Cascade, they're just so excited to have her, the potential that she has, and they're looking to her to be the future of the Cascade. And in her debut performance, she helped manage that first win against the Blaze, win their first franchise win.
Lee Andrews comes in riding a 4-game hitting streak. All singles from the lefty slapper. Trying to think of an MLB player like Luisa Rise, a guy who's known for contact. That's exactly what Aliyah Andrews is known for in the pro softball world.
Yeah, and Aliyah Andrews, she just does so many things so well. She does a lot of things off of her slap, running through the box. She can put down a drag bunt. She can do a hard slap. She can use the ground.
3-1 pitch from Brown is low, and a leadoff walk for Aliyah Andrews. Mentioned a lot of people missing from the lineup for Utah. Savannah Collins can add.
Sure, a couple updates on the Talons right now. So the everyday shortstop Hannah Flippin is out due to a leg injury, as well as Jada Coleman, who has been a stalwart in the outfield for them so far this season. But a couple athletes picked up out of the reserve pool. Taylor Beal, you'll recognize that name from Arizona, the infielder, getting the start at shortstop today. And Kailey Wyckoff out of Arkansas in the DP slot. Both of them flew in this morning, took the first flights out that they could get. Beal coming from California, Wyckoff taking a cross-country flight from Florida. Talk about having to show and be ready to go.
Yeah, let's just be glad the airlines were reliable. If you know, you know. Jordan Woolery quickly behind in the count, 0-2. 2 hits in her pro debut yesterday. Finished 2 for 3, nearly had an RBI. 0-2 from Brown to the backstop, and that'll allow the speedy Aliyah Andrews to advance to second. What happened there, Natasha?
And that's that rise ball getting away from Kenzie Brown. But Sydney Stewart and Kenzie Brown, a new battery. They were rivals. Sydney Stewart going to Arizona, Kenzie Brown going to ASU, but just trying to get into a rhythm with each other, just trying to find the zone.
Nice job to keep that one in front this time from the rookie backstop, Sydney Stewart. Third catcher off the board in the AUSL college draft that took place back in May. Chance for an RBI for Jordan Woolery. And I think it's important early, Natasha, for this Talons side to get a run in, because this is a team that at least early on in the year has really struggled with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, they've always seemed to have finding a way to win, but they do it late in the game, so trying to be the aggressor earlier in the game is going to be beneficial for them, for sure.
And that was something that Sydney Ball-Malone, the head coach of the Utah Talons, talked about. She said, we're just putting too much pressure on ourselves right now in these situations. She was hoping that today maybe they would take some of that pressure off their shoulders.
Absolutely, and I think Aliyah Andrews, that first AB, having some good eyes, that sets the tone right there, just getting base runners on.
Woolery swings over the breaking ball. A first strikeout for Kenzie Brown as Andrews stays put at second.
And Kenzie Brown, you'll see her go to this changeup. What's so effective about it, she channels that with her curveball as well. This has been Jordan Woolery's first time facing a Kenzie Brown, and Kenzie Brown gets the strikeout.
First pitch to Sharlize Palacios. Third-year pro out of UCLA. Back at catcher today has started 3 of the first 5 games at that critical spot for the Utah Talons. High on the 1-0, 2-0.
And Kenzie Brown, she'll work her low rise and her high rise. You see there, that's her high rise. It's really difficult to differentiate the two, so looking low if you're a hitter.
In the dirt again, Stewart able to glove it. Stewart known as a very good defensive catcher. Mentioned she was the 3rd catcher off the board in the college draft. Jocelyn Erickson was the top catcher. She had a 3-hit day today in Chicago. Reese Atwood, number 2, hit 2 home runs off of Nyjah Kennedy. And Natasha, that just speaks to the strength of this rookie class in the AUSL this year. It's off the charts, quite frankly.
Yeah, they are coming out the gates, making an impact right away. Reese Atwood, Carlin Pickens, just going at it.
3-1, followed straight back. Palacios still trying to get it going at the plate. Just 1 hit through her first 4 games of the year. Was at DP yesterday. That's Aiken to the designated hitter role in Major League Baseball. A little bit more flexibility, though, with that position in softball than with the DH rule in the MLB. Payoff pitch. That one will hurt off the front foot for Palacios, who's been a little bit banged up early on this year.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm over here like grimacing over here because we've seen her take so many foul balls off of her foot, hit by pitches, just getting really banged up.
"3-2 on the way and swung on and missed. Kenzie Brown has the strikeout pitch going early.
And that off-speed pitch is so crucial for Kenzie Brown. 2 strikeouts back-to-back on that off-speed to Woolery, and now Sharlize Palacios.
And that's a strike on the corner to Kailey Wyckoff. Anna Collins told you she was chilling on her couch yesterday. Got the phone call from General Manager Lisa Fernandez last night. Was on the first flight out of Houston, Texas. Now she's here in Salt Lake City and quickly behind in the count 0-2. Sis Bates was there. A helping hand's always nice.
Always there, always in your back pocket.
Oh, 2 for Brown. Ground ball, snares it. And a quick inning for the Cascade rookie. Kenzie Brown strikes out 2, retires the side. AJ Andrews is going to join us when we come back. Great to see the gold glove back in the professional game, by the way. The gloves will be handed out at the end of the year as Montana Fouts throws her first ball of the game. As we make the call to the bullpen, AJ Andrews joins us here on MLB Network. And AJ, first question, how excited are you to see what the pro game has become?
I am so excited. I think just like the rest of the world, because it only continues to get bigger and better. I think as we continue to showcase these women on different broadcasts, different media platforms, people are really able to see the talent that's on the field. And I think it's only going to continue to grow. I'm so proud of where softball has grown, that it's not stopping. This is a movement, not a moment, and I'm excited to watch the trajectory to keep going up.
AJ, you have now been around the baseball world every day in your MLB reporting. What are you seeing in the baseball world when it comes to women's sports and softball right now?
I just think that everyone is finally waking up to all the excitement that softball has, even just with the World Series. The coverage that we saw, it wasn't just from MLB, not just from ESPN. We saw things from John Boy Media, from Barstool. There's been so many people that have been so excited to follow softball from beginning all the way to the end. And so many people are now excited to now move on to watching professional softball, to know that that time doesn't have to stop. You can keep watching these amazing women and their amazing accomplishments in the next level.
A base hit there for Sydney Stewart, who now has hits in back-to-back games in her pro career. And AJ, we talk about MLB's investment. They've done it heavily in softball. Why does this moment feel different than maybe previous attempts to grow the professional game?
I think because we don't only just see the financial investment, but we have games on MLB Network. We get to turn on the TV, not just watch baseball, but also watch softball. But outside of just the broadcast, also on social media, also within bringing these women into different events, whether it is All-Star Game, whether it's sitting down having the conversations, learning more about their stories. There's so many different outlets and opportunities to learn about softball players. And it's the more exposure we see, the more we're able to continue to follow them, understand and love the game. Just like everybody that has always loved softball, bringing new fans into the mix. To me, it feels different because I feel like the investment from MLB, it is so strong, it is so vast, and it's only continuing to allow these women to play professionally and play the way that we deserve, and we feel like softball players deserve to be seen and be shown.
So I know you've been tuning in to AUSL, and I know you've got family ties. We'll get into your little sis in a second, but what is impressing you the most when you're watching all of these games being televised? Just about the game.
All the home runs. It seems like it hasn't.
We can start there.
When did it get? I don't know when it became normal to hit 42 home runs in a season. Okay, and it become a race. Who gets the first? Who gets to break the record first? And so for me, I think it's been really cool to see how much power these women had. Not only are they hitting 42 home runs, but they're hitting 42 home runs, batting 400. Okay, and then but you still see like Torres, who is an all-around hitter, right? She can do the small game. She has speed. She also has power, a true triple threat. She's also was hitting 500. So for me, I think just the development and the talent that is within softball. And then you have the Megan Grants, who not only can break the home run record, but then it's also hitting 313 feet, right? So she hit it out in Oracle Park and hit it out in Fenway. To me, this has just been so exciting. From College World Series on to professional softball, the momentum has not stopped.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming for Sierra Sacco-Ferry. After Stewart led off the inning with a single, there will be a ninth pitch. And AJ, you talk about the three-tool player. You were known for your defense. You're still the first ever softball Gold Glove winner. Did you realize at the time how significant that moment was?
At the time, I did, to be honest. It didn't really hit me as big as it could be, but throughout the days, I feel like I realized that me breaking that glass barrier and that glass ceiling truly opened the doors to so many other women in sports to be able to do the same, specifically within softball. And there's been so many opportunities for women to show up, to have bigger and better dreams, and to go out on the field and say, I want to be a professional softball player. And not only do I want to be a professional softball player, but I want to be a Gold Glover. And that wasn't something that young athletes could say prior to me winning the Gold Glove. So I am so excited that not only is it coming back, but now we get to be able to celebrate these women in sports for their defensive prowess. Because yes, home runs are fun. We love to see them, but the diving catches, I think, offense sells tickets, but defense wins games. And so would love to see all these young women be celebrated. And I'm selfishly hoping that, me and Aliyah both have Gold Gloves. We can put them next to each other. It's for Gold Gloves.
Oh, yes. I love that.
How cool would that be? Quick change on the field. Kelly Torres comes on as a pinch runner. Mariah Flowers pulling the early lever as 𝐒𝐤𝐬 quickly falls behind in the count 0-2.
So AJ, just going back and talking about your Gold Glove, and when you're looking at all the young defenders today, what do you hope that this award continues to represent?
I hope it continues to represent that women in sports are not only just as dominant, just as entertaining, just as good as the male athletes, but that we deserve what we're getting. And we deserve the time, we deserve the attention, we deserve the equity. I just think that women in sports are so exciting, and there's always this comparison, and it doesn't need to be. We are just dominant softball players, we're dominant baseball players, deserve the same amount of respect. The game is hard no matter who's playing it. And I think the Gold Glove is going to continue to showcase the talent that's on the field, whether it's man or woman, simply talent. And being able to go out and make these amazing plays is not an easy feat, no matter if you're playing baseball or softball. And I love to watch these women be celebrated the way that they deserve, because being able to be a pro and playing professionally is hard. You're playing against the top, most elite talent. So to be able to, take away a hit from them is always fun, or be able to make these amazing plays. It only solidifies the talent that's on the field as you're competing against the talent that's at the plate.
Amen.
1-0 pitch here from Montana Fouts on the corner. And AJ, you talk about that transition from playing in the collegiate game. You were so good at LSU, and then you come to the pro game. What's the biggest transition to go from playing in college to playing professional?
I definitely think it is facing an All-American pitcher every single day. There's no let up. In college you have maybe the midweek game, you have a moment to catch your breath. You do not have that. In professional softball, you are facing the most elite of the elite. And to learn that transition from college to pro, it's definitely something that it's a shift. And not everybody gets it their rookie season. But when you do get it, you get it. And so I think that we've seen a lot of these rookies already so far really get it. And even if it's not the first year, on to the second season. It's been really cool to see. But I definitely think the biggest transition, or the biggest thing that you had to get used to, was the level of competition always being tip-top, 100%, no matter when or how you step on the field.
Here's Fouts' 1-2, back to Fouts, she boots it, and the bases will be loaded here in the top of the second. A rare miscue for the second night in a row from this usually stout Talons defense.
Yeah, the pitchers have been stellar for the Talons, just being able to fill their own position, but this just has a little funky bounce. This comes off Kennedy Powell's end of her bat. It looks like Montana Fouts tried to shuffle to get there, just couldn't glove it. Bases loaded.
Now the base is loaded here as Cindy Ball-Malone makes her way out to the circle to talk to Montana Fouts. We've got the former All-American Aliyah Andrews here with us on MLB Network. And AJ, thinking about the plate right now, you've got the bases loaded, you're stepping up to the plate. What are you thinking about doing right now?
If I'm stepping up to the plate, bases loaded, I'm definitely going to try to swing away. And I'm just trying to put the ball in play, trying to hit as hard as possible and see what we can do to shake things up. If we get to 2 strikes, maybe go to a little more speed game, just try to make the defense move a lot. But I think right now there's only 1 out. Yeah, swing away, swing hard, hit it with the ball's pitch.
Talon's gonna bring the infield in here with Sis Bates, the former Washington standout. Always been known for her glove, but already has a multi-hit performance this season. But quickly behind in the count here, 0-2 to Montana Fouts.
Yeah, well, Sis Bates is up, and kind of similar to you, AJ, in the sense of, trying to get something to the green, bases loaded here. But we're going to switch. We're going to talk about your baby Sis.
Let's do it.
And the other night, she had a great catch against the Bandits. And so what has it been like watching your sister carve out her own path in softball?
Oh, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her. I love to say I talk about knows, but she's definitely gone out and made her own way, her own path. She is 𝐬𝐬, and I feel like she's made some of the most elite plays you'll ever see in your life. To me, this is ordinary watching her fly through the outfield, but I love to see everybody's reaction because the plays that she's making are not ordinary. And I think our mentality is if it's close to us, it's getting caught. So she's definitely seeing that through no matter at what level she's at, college all the way to pro.
That was a fantastic play a moment ago by Taylor Beal in her pro debut. Went to the ground, fired home, and got the lead runner.
Yes, and Taylor Beal, she is just a defensive specialist. Keeping this ball in front of her, being able to get that out at home is huge. But she short hops it. Sharlize Palacios, take a notice, she changes lanes and goes into the foul territory, still able to hold on to that ball.
Did a nice job, too, of leaving that leading edge of the plate open. 2 outs, bases loaded. Montana Fouts trying to wiggle out of a major jam. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike to Kendra Falby, a great defensive center fielder. AJ, who's your favorite defensive outfielder in the game right now?
Aliyah Andrews.
Easy answer.
Yeah, didn't have to think about it. Absolutely Aliyah Andrews.
So were you guys always competitive growing up, you and Aliyah?
Honestly, no. I think maybe because we're further apart in years. We never played together. So we always missed each other by 1 year. So for me, it was always just supporting her, watching her go out and play, and hoping that she makes every catch possible, because I don't think there's a ball she thinks she can't make, or make a catch she can't make. And so for me, it's anytime I see it, I think I just read the ball differently in outfield. So I'm like, yeah, you got it, Aliyah. You got it, Aliyah. And the plays, I think people are like, oh no, that's definitely down. In my mind, I'm like, nah, she's catching it. And then there she goes, making the catch.
Montana Fouts with a big strikeout there. AJ, this has been fun. Want to stick with us?
Yeah, let's do it. I want to see some more home runs from AUSL talent. We had 2 grand slams already, didn't we? 2 grand slams, same game. I'm excited to see more action.
And we are still joined by Aliyah Andrews' older sister, AJ Andrews, as our call to the bullpen continues. AJ, what was your reaction to watching some of those catches that your baby sis has made?
Good. No, like, you get those balls. Get those plays. You better make them. No, I think that it's been so fun to watch her. She truly is soaring through the air, and she looks like she's flying. So for me, I'm just always like, okay, hope you're okay. Because, you know, when you land, if anybody makes those diving plays where you are truly parallel to the ground, it can be a hard landing, but she makes it look so graceful.
Okay, before we get you off of here, I need one childhood story that perfectly sums up the Andrews family.
Ooh, okay. Is softball or just?
Softball, it could be you and Aliyah.
I think the first one that really comes to my mind, playing Little League, I was always one of the athletes that was really testing the defense and the pitchers, you know, baiting the catcher to throw it. And I went to one of Aliyah's games, and she had to have been like 6 or 7 at the time, really young. And she's on third base, and all you see is her jumping, trying to bait the catcher to throw to third base to get her out. And so for me, it was really cool to see the impact and how much she was watching me as she was playing, and for her to go out and not only is she stealing all these bases, but making all these catches, but she had a permanent spot on SportsCenter for a long time, and she is truly Air Aliyah. But I mean, there's so much other. So I can't think of any other stories, but I know there's a lot more to go. Ooh, look at that one. Look at that.
You can see, I'm like, I don't know if she could see these, but these are like the cutest pictures.
Okay, guys. I don't know about that last one, but yes, that was Oldsmar Little League, where our softball careers began, and now we see so much of that talent being with pro softball. I don't know that we thought we would be able to take the game all the way to playing professionally, and so AUSL and MLB, the opportunities giving these women in sports and women in softball to have these bigger dreams, I think is amazing. Because now there's these little girls playing Little League that it's their goal to become the Caroline Jacobsons, the Aliyah Andrewses, and I think that's really cool.
Kenzie Brown, one of those golden ticket recipients this year, pitching incredibly well. She's retired 5 of the first 6 batters she's faced. Kenzie Brown got her golden ticket earlier this year. Aliyah, you got a chance to give some golden tickets out down in Gainesville.
Yes, I did. I was able. It's okay. I know we like to mix up because we look alike. But I got to give out a golden ticket in Gainesville, and it was so, I got two golden tickets out in Gainesville. And it was so amazing because you get to see these women, their dreams come to life. And without those opportunities, you see, I don't know, you never saw that prior, where you could sit there and see, this is my dream being realized. And I think the golden ticket is an opportunity for the entire world and the fans that they grew up with at their colleges out in Florida to be able to now say, I'm a pro. And it's because of all of you here that have supported me, all of you here that have been able to be behind my side. I am now going on to the next level with AUSL, essentially knowing that they've been drafted. And I think that's something that we should continue to do, continue to see, and continue to elevate within women's sports.
Well, and the number 2 pick was 𝐬𝐢𝐬 𝐁𝐚 𝐎𝐿. How excited are you to see her play the pro game?
I think 𝐬𝐢𝐬's impact is insurmountable. I think she's someone that's been able to come on to the stage collegiately and then now professionally and truly make a name for herself and have the opportunity to allow so many young girls to see themselves through her. And because of that, I think she's going to have an excellent and amazing pro career the same way that she did in college, and continue to shake things up and continue to up the score and up the scale for what women in sports deserve, specifically in softball. So it's going to be exciting to watch her take the talent over to the bowl.
We are certainly hoping that she does just that. AJ, thanks for joining us.
Yes, and all the fun stories, make sure you watch and listen to them on Dropping Diamonds podcast, AUSL and iHeart.
We've got a scoreless ball game as we head to the top of the 3rd inning between Portland and Utah. Montana Fouts during that 2nd inning getting out of a major jam, at the bases loaded, able to pick up a huge K of Kendra Falby. Still scoreless as we head to the 3rd here in Salt Lake City alongside the 2-time Olympian Natasha Watley. I'm Noah Frary. Natasha, how much fun was that talking to AJ?
Oh my goodness, so much fun. It's been so fun watching AJ just take off in the MLB world, AUSL world, just covering the game and just knowing her tremendous background at LSU, being a defensive queen. I really enjoyed that conversation. It was a lot of fun.
So fun to see some of the people that helped build the pro softball game now getting to reap the rewards of what the AUSL is doing, the future of this league. I think it's really cool.
It really is, and you can really see, like, there's just so many different generations coming together. Like, we are really all in on making sure that this pro league gets the visibility. We are talking about it. AJ on her Dropping Diamonds podcast, her social media, she's always pumping up AUSL, and so everybody doing their part to make sure that this league succeeds.
So many greats associated with the league. Tariah Flowers, the head coach of Portland. My partner, Natasha Watley. Got Osterman, Lisa Fernandez. The list goes on and on.
Yes, it does.
Fouts trying to get through Megan Grant for a 2nd time ahead in the count 1-2. And if you're the batter in this situation, what are you thinking down 1-2, Natasha?
Right now, I just want to keep it simple. And obviously, we've got a big back in Megan Grant. And so if anybody's doing their homework, we know that she's been getting thrown inside a lot. So if I'm Megan Grant, I'm looking for something middle out, something looking for left center, something I could put left center.
Instead, Fouts climbs the ladder. Grant swings through it. 2 quick outs in the inning here in the 3rd. 2nd year of the AUSL, now 6 teams, home markets, 75 games being played, and I cannot wait for us to get to College Station and watch the championship series for a 2nd year in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun being there. I've actually never been there to the new stadium, so excited to be there. But just all of these teams in their home markets, having true fans here in Salt Lake City, all of the fans coming out and doing their cause.
Fidelis, that evens up the count at a ball and a strike. I think the home markets have been the best part early on in this 2nd season. A barnstorming last year of the nation, 6 home markets this year. Just some of the traditions that have already been created. It's been special as Fouts misses low and inside.
Yeah, we weren't quite sure how being in the markets were going to be. Last year, just so much success, traveling around the country and seeing how many people came out, sold out crowds, 24 sold out crowds last year. And so now all of these teams get to settle into their cities, connect with their communities. So it's been a lot of fun.
Twos are wild here in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Fouts. And Vidalis chops it to third. Across the diamond with a hop. And Jordan Woolery scoops it out of the dirt for the final out of the inning. A clean inning for Montana Fouts. When we come back, we'll go amid action with Sis Bates. And now Sis Bates joins us amid action. Sis, thanks for coming on.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me, guys. Let's do this thing. Go Cascade. Come on, Kens.
Kenzie Brown has been rolling early on in this outing. She's retired 6 straight. Sis, what's impressed you with how some of these rookies, Kenzie Brown and others, have assimilated themselves to the pro game?
Ooh, you're cutting in and out, but I did hear how the rookies are in the pro game.
Yeah, what's impressed you?
Are crushing it. Kenzie is so fierce on the mound. She has a lot of energy, and we know sister loves the energy. Yeah, I'm on tour. But yeah, they're crushing it. So fun to play with.
Yeah, Sis.
Come on, Kenzie Brown.
We're going to talk about your at-bat after this pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, where is that missing?
Ooh, baby. See you.
Okay, Sis, tell me how Montana Fouts looks. What were you thinking that last at-bat?
Yeah. It's been a while since sisters swung through a rise ball like that. That was kind of crazy. But she looks good. She's my bestie. She's got some velo to her, and that first one obviously had some up break. That was crazy. But man, she's a fierce competitor. We are not friends when we are out here. That's for sure.
So what are you looking when you're facing her?
Yes! Yes!
Sweet.
Ooh, Tor, that had some zip, baby. Whoa.
So Sis, what are you looking when you're facing Montana Fouts?
Yeah, man, you gotta pick a side. I don't want that up ball. Right. So I'm trying to see a ball down in the zone and picking a side. But her ball does have some uptick to it. So trying to see the top of that thing. And if I can't see it, I'm not sending it. Come on, come on. Yeah, yes.
Powell near the netting makes the catch for out number 2. And Sis, you've always been known as an incredible defender. Talk about your pre-pitch routine in terms of getting into defensive positioning.
Man, I missed you a little bit, but defensive positioning?
Yeah, what is your routine to get set before a pitch comes?
Oh man, I'm missing you. But we do a lot of scouting. Yeah, Kens! We look at 6-4-3s. I like to know hitters' sprays, kind of their tendencies, and comparing that to a pitcher's spray. Kind of making a decision if we're going to play to a pitcher's field. Tor! If we're going to play to a pitcher's field or to a hitter's field. But my bestie up right now, she'd be doing some weird stuff up there. So yesterday, we were talking through, yeah, Kens, where I was. She hit a line drive in the 3-4 hole, and it was off speed, so I was shaded there. She said she hit it, and she turned, and I caught it, and she was like, what are you doing right there?
You're like, you're fast, Aliyah. Don't you know
Sorry,
that?
Girl. I love you. Come on, Kens. Yes.
So Sis, now you're playing second base this season. Usually we're used to seeing you on the left side. Any differences being on the right side of the defense?
Yeah, when we made that decision, I was just like, man, let me just get mass reps. It is different, like different side of the field. The ball comes off the barrel a little differently. But yeah, I'm learning as we go, learning our defenders. Oof.
I think that got off of Stewart's helmet, yeah.
Foul tip off the bat of Andrews. Off the helmet of Stewart. Stewart appears to be a little bit shaken up, Natasha.
Yeah, because that just hit right on top of her head. And, you know, when you've got that helmet on, the ringing of it, that got her pretty good.
Stewart has been the primary catcher for this Cascade side since being drafted in the college draft. Started all 5 games behind the dish after an incredible career at Arizona. Able to get to her feet here, that's a good sign. And it looks like Stewart might have to come out of this game. It's a huge turn of events.
Yeah, and just take a look. That just got right on top of the helmet.
Sis, you still with us?
Yeah, here I am.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 strikes. I'm gonna be a little middle. No, 2 strikes? If she does, that's crazy. Yes, hey guys, I'm back. Come on, Kenz! Come on, Kenz!
1-2 pitch here from Kenzie Brown.
Yes, Kenzie!
And it is
Let's
swung
go!
through.
Come
Sis
on!
Bates, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, you guys.
Kenzie Brown continuing to roll in this outing. Scoreless after 3. Sis Bates doing her thing for the Cascade. The second season of the AUSL is off and running. First of 6 games coming up on the MLB Network. A big treat early in this game. A couple of standout pitchers, Montana Fouts and Kenzie Brown, are dealing as Montana Fouts goes back out there for her 4th inning of work. Neither pitcher has allowed a run in this game. Fouts, the veteran, Kenzie Brown, just her 2nd career start. Alongside the 2-time Olympian, Natasha Watley, I'm Noah Frary. Savannah Collins is with us as well. And Natasha, if you're Fouts, you're just going out there and trying to do your thing right now with Kenzie Brown putting up a nice show for the away team.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a little rubber match here, and Montana Fouts is, you know, very characteristic on what we know of her, just going right at these hitters. We got the inside from Sis Bates that her ball is jumping, it's moving. And then on the other side, Kenzie Brown just dealing as well, and so I am loving this matchup.
Torres works underneath it, deep left field. 𝐬𝐤 makes the catch for out number 1. Cascade were just 1 for 8 against Montana Fouts the first time through the order as she continues to roll. Just 56 pitches so far in this game as Sierra Sacco Ferry, her teammate from a year ago, steps into the left-handed batter's box. And a first pitch strike to Sacco Ferry. Walked off of Fouts back in the 2nd inning. That was some of Fouts' best work, worked out of a bases-loaded jam, did not give up a run. Where'd that miss, Natasha?
Just on the outside corner. That's Fouts' backdoor curve, and as a hitter, like Sis Bates was saying, you're looking levels, you're looking side to the plate, so that's a hard pitch to lay off of, and she's just not getting those corners on that.
Doesn't get the upper part of the zone as well there. Falls behind 2-1. Pro zone a little bit bigger than the college zone, about 1 softball higher at the top of the zone. Let's be honest, these pitchers need it against these elite hitters.
Yeah, these hitters, they can hit at all zones. We've been seeing that with Megan Grant. She can go to all fields as well. But Sierra Sacco Ferry, just starting to get back into a groove. You can see her tracking the ball a ton better than her first series. She just really didn't have the timing, weak contact.
Playable in left, 𝐬𝐤 in foul territory. And Fouts continues to excel against left-handed hitters. They're 0 for 7 against her tonight. Kind of that reverse split out of the right-hander, Montana Fouts. So with 2 down here in the top of the 4th, that brings up the rookie Kailey Wyckoff. Popped out to short in her first plate appearance and swings through the first pitch from the right-hander, Montana Fouts. And Fouts working quickly is ahead in the count 0-2. 𝐬𝐤 started her career at Alabama, finished it at Florida. 𝐬𝐤 is a legend in Tuscaloosa. And a legend perhaps brewing here in Salt Lake City. Montana 𝐬𝐤, one of the premier pitchers in the world, is doing her thing right now.
And Montana 𝐬𝐤 is dealing today. That rise ball is jumping. Another strikeout for Montana 𝐬𝐤 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. The rookie, Kenzie Brown, has just been going right at the Talons. These elite changeup, she has gone back to 𝐊𝐤𝐬, to 𝐬𝐤𝐳, and then she can go with her curve, and her rise ball is just dynamic. She is getting it done today for the Cascade.
Kenzie Brown has retired 9 straight batters since Aliyah Andrews led off this game with a walk all the way back in the first inning. She works in the home half of the fourth, facing Jordan 𝐊𝐬𝐬. These two, Brown and 𝐊𝐬𝐬, were each starring in the collegiate game a season ago. Brown was at Arizona State, 𝐊𝐬𝐬 at UCLA. Would have been a former Pac-12 matchup, but not anymore.
Yeah, that would have been a stellar matchup. And so, yeah, I asked 𝐊𝐬𝐬, have you ever faced Brown? She said, I haven't faced her yet. I'm excited for the challenge. Her stuff looks wicked.
There's the 2-0 from Brown, who has 5 strikeouts on the day. I'm joined in the booth by 4-time All-American Natasha Watley. One of the forerunners of this sport. 𝐊𝐬𝐬 shoots that one foul. And Natasha, we've asked several of our guests already how much it means to have this pro softball league for you, someone who played in the darkness for so many years. How exciting is this to see the AUSL now here being played?
It actually feels unreal. Like every single time we come to the ballpark, Noah, I am pinching myself because the stands are packed. It's just a professional product. The athletes, the competition, just everything is just really at the right time, all coming together. And I just, you know, we've seen so many iterations of pro leagues and trying to make this thing happen, but for once it feels like this is the time.
Called on the corner, the rookie buckles. Jordan 𝐊𝐬𝐬, 6 strikeouts now for Kenzie Brown.
And again, that's this off speed that we talked about. 𝐊𝐬𝐬 struck out on this on her first at bat. Kenzie Brown goes to it again and gets another strikeout against Jordan 𝐊𝐬𝐬.
First pitch swinging, Palacios up the middle, Bates gloved it, but couldn't get the throw off. And that will be the first hit allowed by the rookie Kenzie Brown. A nice job by Palacios to ambush that first pitch.
And Sharlize Palacios hunting that curveball, attacking early in the account. This is on that outer half. But check out Sis Bates, just even being able to get to that ball, but looks like she just wasn't able to come up with that throw. Sharlize Palacios standing on first.
That ended a streak of 10 straight retired batters for the rookie Kenzie Brown. What a start to her pro career. Picked up her first win against the Blaze. That was the first win in Portland Cascade history on Thursday. Pitching well here in her second pro start. Kailey Wyckoff making her first pro start after she was called up from the reserve athlete pool overnight. Talons, as Savannah Collins told you earlier, dealing with some injuries right now. Jada Coleman, Hannah Flippen, both placed on the injured list. Bree Ellis a little bit banged up as well. Wyckoff shoots it into left center field. Falby got a good read on it, makes the catch in the gap for allowed out number 2.
And that's pretty much the hardest hit ball that we've seen, besides Sharlize Palacios' hit up the middle, but Kailey Wyckoff just getting that rise ball, getting that barrel there.
Does it feel like the batters are starting to figure Brown out a little bit more?
Maybe getting their timing down, but that changeup, that's her equalizer right there.
That changeup, one of the toughest pitches in pro softball. I think the word equalizer was perfect.
Yeah, it definitely is. And as a hitter, I mean, you hate it. You hate it. But at this level, you have to have one. If you don't have one, these hitters are too good. And they're going to get that timing down. So you've got to have something that can keep hitters off balance.
Savannah 𝐤𝐽𝐬 at the plate. Hasn't hit a hit yet early on in the season. We saw her in the batting cage after yesterday's game, getting some extra swings in. Just trying to figure out her right-handed swing right now. That's a nice pitch right there from Brown.
Yeah, when we saw her in the cage, there was just so much relatability there. Just, she had a tough day yesterday at the plate. She just hasn't been seeing it. And when you're just trying to get into a groove and just watching her from afar, just trying to stay in there and hang in there and get a good feel. And all she said is, she's like, I just want to hit the ball hard and put the ball in play hard.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. A pitcher's duel so far here in Salt Lake City. And 𝐤𝐽𝐬 stays alive. Natasha, you'd have to imagine the more pitches that 𝐤𝐽𝐬 sees off of Brown, the chances of doing something good probably go up.
Absolutely, and that's what you're trying to do, is see as many pitches as you can.
2-2 again to the backstop as Brown turned to the rise ball. We've seen her do that a couple of times in this outing. That will allow Sharlize Palacios to advance to second. So a runner in scoring position. Talons 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position today. Payoff pitch, and that hit her.
Oof, oof, oof.
Kenzie Brown asking if maybe she was outside of the batter's box. And could we see a challenge here? For the moment, it's a hit by pitch. That will put 𝐤𝐽𝐬 at first base as Tariah Flowers is out of the dugout talking to our home plate umpire, Carlos Guzman. And it appears this will not be challenged. So the inning will continue. Runners on first and second. And yesterday we talked about those little wins for 𝐤𝐽𝐬. Just getting to first base has to feel like a great win.
That's huge. That is a mini win right there. However you can get on base, you got to find a way.
So another chance with a runner in scoring position for Caroline Jacobson. Swings through the first pitch from Brown. Natasha, does your heart rate pick up a little bit in these spots?
Yes, I'm like, I love this, Noah. Like, especially when there's pitcher duels, you're just trying to make the adjustments. You're trying to figure out a pitcher. The more times you get looks at her, just trying to switch things up.
I guess the fascinating thing, I get your point, that normally is how things play out, but in the AUSL this year, it feels like the deeper we get in games, the better the pitchers have been. As Jacobson spoils a tough pitch.
Yeah, and I've just been impressed with the pitchers, especially the rookie pitchers. Carlin Pickens going complete games. Kenzie Brown in her debut going a complete game. Yesterday, Sam Landry had a complete game, not a rookie, but
Maya Johnson.
Maya Johnson is a rookie.
With a spark.
Yep.
Here's the 0-2, grounded. Bates gloves it, short flip to short for 𝐒𝐻𝐿EN for the final out of the inning. Kenzie Brown doing her thing. We're all tied up here in Salt Lake City. Carlin Pickens was the #1 overall pick in the AUSL college draft as Montana Fouts hits Kennedy Powell. And the first batter is aboard here in the 5th. Been a great day of AUSL softball. Carolina Blaze taking down the Volts behind the performance from Reese Atwood, and the Chicago Bandits, who were in the championship series a year ago, pick up their first wins and get that stat. 11 runs first 4 games. They put up 11 today as Bates drops down the bunt. There's some confusion, and the first 2 are aboard here in the top of the 5th for Portland.
And you just gotta love it. This is my kind of ball. Sis Bates just knows she has a job to do. She squares traditionally. She doesn't even move through the box, making sure she gets on top of that Montana Fouts rise ball. This ball is placed perfectly. Runners on first and second for the Cascade.
And now the bunts continue. Some small ball here in the 5th as 𝐊𝐵 is retired. But multiple runners in scoring position now for Portland as we go down to the field to Savannah.
But what's at play right now are some things that Cascade head coach Toriah Flowers has given her team to focus on. Yesterday, they only had 4 hits, but they were 8 for 17 in advancement opportunities. It's because they can do things like that, the small ball. She says she would like to see this offense adjust a little bit quicker to the pitches that they're seeing, but she can tell that they're seeing the ball well. She'd like to see some clutch hits start to come into play, but they have been prepared. She's looking for them to capitalize on big opportunities like you got right now for Korbe Otis.
Yeah, big spot for Otis, who's been one of the best hitters for Portland early on this year.
Yeah, timely hitting, moving runners, doing the small things. I love playing small ball, just moving a runner 60 feet, setting it up, especially knowing the top of your order. Korbe Otis, she hits the ball hard. That's how you manufacture runs.
Hey, as we've already seen in this inning, you put the ball in play and suddenly some really interesting things can happen.
Yes, and again, just putting the ball in play, putting pressure, making the Talons have to make the plays.
Two runners in scoring position. Powell is at third. Ground ball. That's going to do the job. Into center field. Powell's in. Here comes Bates. And the Cascade get to Montana Fouts in the 5th.
And that is the timely hitting that I am talking about. Korbe Otis stepping up big with runners in scoring position. This is a curve on the outer half. She goes right back up the middle, but with the speed of Powell and Bates, you know that they're standing up safely. 2-0 Cascade.
And it is just the first time this year that the Cascade have scored outside of the first 3 innings. All 18 of the runs coming into today had been scored in those first 3 frames. And we heard Savannah talking about wanting to come through in a pressure situation. That was massive for Portland's hopes to take down Montana Fouts today.
Well, you just want to capitalize on opportunities. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities facing a pitcher like Montana Fouts, especially the way that she's throwing tonight. Her pitches are effective. She's going through the zone. She's hitting spots. So whenever you get an opportunity, you must capitalize.
As Grant follows one back to the netting on the 1-2 pitch. And likewise for Fouts, the end of a 13 2/3 innings scoreless streak dating back to that first inning of her first start against the Bandits this year. 1-2 pitch away to Grant. She lays off. Now you get a chance to see one of the most unique routines in the batter's box as Megan Grant recenters herself and gears up for this next pitch. Puts that one in play. Fouts worked away from her, and it pays off as 𝐬𝐤𝐬 makes the catch for out number 2. You think about some of the more famous routines in the batter's box. I think of Nomar Garcia-Parra back in the day, Derek Jeter, and now Megan Grant here in the professional ranks.
It's so important for athletes to have your routine, know where you need to be, know what you need to do. That's the thing that you focus on when you're an athlete and you have a routine. It takes away pressure, especially when you're coming up to the box. I'm just focusing on my routine. I do this every single day. Lets you be present a little bit more.
Here's the 1-0. It's in the dirt. I even heard you eat the same breakfast every day.
Oh, yeah, right. No, that's only for broadcast.
Tori Vidalis at the plate against Montana Fouts. These two were teammates a year ago on that Talons side that won the inaugural AUSL Softball Championship. get the better of her former teammate. Here's the 2-0. Underneath it. Might be playable near the netting. Woolery has it kick off the butt of the glove. Gave it a good look, but just couldn't hang on to it.
And just this gets lost in the sun for Jordan Woolery. She was able to find the fence, find the netting, but she's facing the sun there, so that's just a hard ball to hold on to.
Stays on the 2-1, popped up in the infield. Maddie Moore makes the call and the catch for the final out of the inning, but Portland gets to Montana Fouts. They lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We just broke up the no-hitter. Tell everyone. Now it's time to break up the shutout. Tell your friends, okay? Spread the news. Here we go.
Well, we understood the assignment. Bri Ellis, we've now told the world that your team just broke up Kenzie Brown's no-hitter. And Natasha, you have to love the access that the AUSL gives us on these broadcasts. We got a chance to talk to Sis Bates while she's playing second base, and now Bri Ellis with some entertainment here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, is just to be able to get inside the heads of the athletes, just kind of get down on the ground, hear what's going on in the dugout. The focus, trying to break up the no-hitter, all the good stuff.
Bri Ellis has been one of the hottest hitters in the AUSL early on this season, though out of the lineup today. Cindy Ball-Malone told me before the game she is considered day-to-day. There was perhaps situations that we could see her tonight, as 𝐬𝐤 lays off a tough pitch. A ball and a strike to Jadlyn 𝐬𝐤. One of the best stories in this league. Started in the reserve player pool a year ago. Got a chance to play for the Talons. She grounds to first. Her former teammate, Tori Vidalis, snuffs out her opportunity, but got a chance to play, took advantage, was a draft pick, and now starring on this side.
Yes, and that's the whole thing when you're a reserve athlete, when you have that opportunity to play. You want to make sure you make a case for yourself. Now she's a signed player, has a signed roster spot on the Talons. So just thinking about some of the reserve athletes, Taylor Beal today, out of the reserve pool as well. Kailey Wyckoff. So just the opportunity to come play, make a name for yourself.
Last year, her jersey name was Velcroed on. Now it's sewn on. She has secured her spot in this league. Rookie on rookie right here, Kenzie Brown from Arizona State. Maddie Moore starred for John Rittman's Clemson Tigers. Took last year off before playing her first professional career this year in the AUSL. And swings through the 1-1 as she falls behind. And now, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking about sending more down.
Yeah. And this is where you want to go right at the bottom of the lineup, going at a Maddie Moore, knowing you got her to strike out last at bat. This is going to be a big batter to go right at.
Maybe a setup pitch right there from Brown.
That's on that outer half. If I'm her, I might go back to that changeup.
Two-two pitch from Kenzie Brown, and Moore was right on that pitch, fouled it straight back. Utah trailing for the first time in this game. After the Cascade got to Montana Fouts in the top of the 5th inning. Trying to get a runner on base against Kenzie Brown. 2-2. A check to first, no swing. Payoff pitch to Moore. There's the changeup. Buckles her at the knees. And Kenzie Brown has strikeout number 7.
This pitch is so money. She can just place it you know it's coming, and it's a knee buckler. Just check out 𝐬𝐭𝐤 Brown right after this reaction. Fire me up.
First pitch in the dirt to Taylor Beal, another reserve player pool call-up. Fouled out to third base in her first career plate appearance, did Beal, who played her college ball at Arizona. Joe's bunt there, that's a foul ball. And a quick note on Brown, who recorded her 7th strikeout. That's tied for the most by an AUSL pitcher this season with Amber Fizer, who had 7 Ks in that complete game win for the Bandits earlier today.
Yeah, she was dealing today too, and man, did the Bandits need that win. And Fizer just coming out there, leading in the circle, trying to get some momentum going for the Bandits, and they walk away with that win.
Jenny Dalton-Hill, the general manager of that Bandit side, was on the broadcast earlier today and said that that team had a 3.5-hour meeting yesterday as they tried to regroup off of an 0-4 start. They were in that championship series a year ago.
As an athlete, we have all been there when things just aren't going your way, and when you have to come together, you have those kumbayas, and they can be such a difference. You can speak your voice, speak your mind, hear where other athletes are coming from, and sometimes those are the difference. Like, those are the things that you look back at a season. It's like when you came together as a team, that's when our season changed.
Another near knee buckler. Beal did everything she could to lay off. Let's work the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Salt Lake City. And 𝐬𝐭𝐤 Brown has her 8th strikeout, the most by an AUSL pitcher in the league this year. The Rook is rolling here on the road.
And the rookie with this changeup, this thing is money. Strikeout number 8 for 𝐬𝐭𝐤 Brown as we head to the top of the 6th.
Not bad to have someone like Lisa Fernandez. Many in softball know her as the GOAT. Working with Montana Fouts down in the pen.
Yeah, she definitely is the GOAT, and I can definitely say she absolutely did that every single inning she took the mound. And when you talk about routines, that is something that she built a foundation on, is just knowing how far her stride was. But when I saw that clip, it literally gave me chills. Just, this is information she's getting from her GM, and that is the greatest of all time in our sport. And Montana Fouts just taking it all in, and I love seeing that.
Here's the 1-1 from Montana Fouts, gets the ground ball. Looking for a shutdown inning here after giving up 2 in the top of the 5th as we go down to Savannah.
And we saw Montana Fouts do that exact tip today before her first pitch. You can see that area in the front part of the circle is dusted off because she's been measuring that out. It's cool to see for Lisa Fernandez. It was 8 steps, the big stride Montana Fouts has. But being around Montana on the day-to-day, the one thing I can say is that she is so open to feedback. Every time she comes into the dugout, she's constantly communicating with her catcher. You can see how she's so open to learn. So even being one of the best pitchers in the game right now, she's always looking for a new way to have an edge.
A ground ball gloved. Beal to first. 2 outs in the inning. And Natasha, you would be the first to say that being willing to accept feedback is what's going to ultimately make Montana Fouts an incredible pro.
Yeah, even as a pro, you still want to continue to learn. You still want to continue to develop. And you can see Montana Fouts, she has become a much better pitcher, in my opinion, from her days at Alabama. Just more precision, better placement, better jump, better sequencing. And so to be able to receive that as an athlete and to be able to be open and hearing advice from anybody, I think it speaks volumes to Montana Fouts.
Montana Fouts has made it known that she wants to be on that 2028 Olympic team. No better to help you get there. And Lisa Fernandez, who went to so many Olympics in her own, won a gold medal in 2004 with Tasha Watley as a teammate. We've got a pinch hitter at the plate. This is Owley Newland, 3rd-year pro out of LSU. This is normally where Kenley Cahalan bats. Newland, small sample size this year, has gotten some pinch hitting opportunities. These are spots that you want to take advantage of as you try to further solidify your role on a team. 0-2 pitch to the backstop.
Yeah, Coach Flowers has really liked how Allie Newland came into preseason camp. Just says she's such a professional hitter. The way she talks the game, talks through her at-bats, the adjustments that she makes from at-bat to at-bat. So she's been liking having the opportunity to call her first off the bench to be her pinch hitter.
Fouch trying to put up a 0. Newland, long run, and the catch made by the rookie Taylor Beal. She went a long way, makes the catch for the final out of the inning. 2-0 here in Salt Lake. We had a pitcher's duel early on in this game as we take a look at today's play of the game. It's presented by Mizuno, the official ball and helmet of the AUSL. Korbe Otis coming through, drives into, and the Cascade have a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Dumke Family Stadium.
Yes, and remember in that top of the 5th, that all started with the Kennedy Powell hit by pitch, but 2 back-to-back bunts, a bunt single from Sis Bates, and then a sacrifice bunt from Falby, setting it all up for Korbe Otis.
Rookie Kenzie Brown putting up the best outing of her very young pro career, just her 2nd career start. Bandits were 0 for 8 against her the first time through. Slightly better, they were 1 for 8 the second time through the batter's order. The rookie out of Arizona State putting on a show on the road. So Natasha, you're the Talons here. Maybe starting to get a little bit late early. You've got 6 outs remaining. What do you need to see from them?
Definitely harder contact, putting the ball in play, making better decisions at the plate. They're guessing a lot. Kenzie Brown has kept them off balance with that changeup. So when she's throwing that hard, I'm sitting something hard. I want to hit something hard when she throws hard.
Andrews working one the other way. It'll drop. It caught chalk. And Aliyah Andrews has just the 2nd hit of the game for the Utah Talons as they try to stage a late rally here in the 6th.
And that's how you get it going. Aliyah Andrews just battling through this at-bat, last at-bat, striking out, seeing the ball deep, just keep battling, putting bat on ball, and she finds a way to get on first.
And now you have the speed of Andrews over at first base. And Jordan Woolery, who had the 2nd most RBIs in NCAA history this year with 117. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. And down to Savannah we go.
We're hearing some talk in the Talons dugout about how to approach Kenzie Brown, and they're just talking about how, sometimes you can be looking for that drop ball. That's something that they've made a lot of contact with today, maybe laying off the rise, but knowing with 2 strikes she's going to that change, and it's challenging because you don't stand in the batting cage and hit changeups all day. It's not a pitch that you usually practice against, and that's really what's thrown them off a lot.
Natasha, what was your approach against the changeup?
Definitely facing someone like a Kenzie Brown, you want to try to think about practicing not hitting that changeup. So she's setting that changeup up. Now people have that in the back of their head, but when you're taking your hitting rounds, practicing on sitting off of a changeup, having your BP thrower mix speeds, because honestly, her best pitch to hit is that drop or her curve.
Upstairs from Brown, that'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talons came in with the league's best pitching staff in terms of ERA, but it is the Cascades who've allowed just 2 runs over their last 15 innings. This staff has been fantastic. Woolery, a chip went flying off the bat. Cahalan makes the easy catch for out number 1. Sam Landry was fantastic yesterday in game number 1. First complete game for her as a professional. That helped Portland pick up their second straight win after starting the year 0-2. Now eyeing a series victory if they can finish this game off. There's Sam Landry, still working hard. Maybe charting some pitches over in the dugout, trying to help out her rookie. There's that changeup again.
It is dirty money. That changeup is sick. But Sam Landry has stepped up as the leader, especially of the pitching staff, in the back pocket of Kenzie Brown, and just really saying, hey, I got you.
Well, Palacios chases upstairs, falls behind 1-2. She picked up the first hit of the game for the Talons against the rookie Kenzie Brown. And now the pesky shoe has to be retied. It's a little harder with the cameras on you, I would imagine.
Yeah, but after that Carolina Blades game, Kenzie Brown looked in the dugout and just said, hey, I hear you, Sam Landry. And Sam Landry kept saying to her, go right at. Do not pitch around any of these hitters. Continue to go right at.
It's been the theme this weekend. Portland coming right at the Utah Talons. Just high. The Cascade, one of two expansion teams in the AUSL this year. The Oklahoma City Spark, the other. And both are off to really nice starts. 2-2 pitch. High again. Talons trying to give this home crowd something to be excited about. Kenzie Brown's kept them quiet for most of this game. Palacios hits it a long way. One hops the wall. Here comes Andrews. No throw, and the Talons are on the board here in the sixth, as Sharlize Palacios comes through with an RBI double.
And this late in the game, you are starting to see the tendencies of Kenzie Brown in any of her pitch counts or pitchers counts. This is a 3-2 count. She's going to that changeup. And if I'm Sharlize Palacios, I am absolutely thinking that. You can tell she is sitting on this pitch, and she's able to capitalize. She puts the Talons on the board.
Palacios is a player that the coaching staff said still trying to grow as a hitter. We know her as a fantastic defensive catcher. She's been putting a lot of work in. She comes up with the RBI double. Now Rachel Becker going to pinch run for the catcher Palacios. If you're not familiar with softball, Palacios would be able to re-enter this game in the 7th inning. Smaller rosters in professional softball than at the MLB level. Trying to give these coaches a few more levers to work with in these big spots. And now the rookie Wyckoff with a chance to tie this game. Tying run is at second. And for the Talons, the monkey off their back. That RBI double, the score for Andrews, snapping an 11-inning scoreless streak for the Talons. 2-0 low, 3-0. You don't green light her here, do you, partner?
I definitely would. Sorry, I would not green light her. I would red light her here. I would make her throw me a strike.
A strike there at the top of the zone to Wyckoff, who hit a ball as hard as we've seen all night into the gap in left center field back in the 4th inning. First pro game for Kailey Wyckoff. 3-1. Oh my word.
It is just wrong.
Wyckoff was sitting on her couch, maybe watching this game last night, and now she has to face that. Three-two pitch off the corner, and the rookie is on base. Runners on first and second and one out here in the sixth.
And Kailey Wyckoff, just a really good AB right there, seeing a ton of pitches, getting up 3-0 and still being able to have some discipline. That's a tough pitch not to swing out with 2 strikes.
And now Savannah Jaquish steps to the plate. Stares at a first pitch strike, and if you believe in due, I do. Savannah Jaquish certainly due for a hit right here. Has not had a hit this year, got on base by way of the hit by pitcher last time up, just the second time that she's been on this season. Trying to come through for the Talons late. Utah 0 for 4 tonight with runners in scoring position. Brown holding opponents to 163 early in her pro career. 0-2. Jaquish able to stay alive.
And these are those moments. We saw Jaquish in the batting cage yesterday after the game, but these are the moments that you want to be in. Just trying to battle, trying to find a good pitch to hip.
Tying run at second. Able to lay off. Wanted to go around. Kenzie Brown in the driver's seat. 8 strikeouts today for the rookie in her second pro start. Here comes the 1-2, just off the corner. Oof. A lesser man behind the plate might have called that a strike.
It's a tough pitch right there. A good take from Jaquish.
Not a bad spot to miss. 2-2 pitch. Jaquish grounds it to first. Vidalis boots it. The bases were going to be loaded. Now there's a tag at the plate. Becker's out. And a miscue from Rachel Becker. Both runners are going to advance to second and third, but the Talons cost themselves here in the sixth.
And Tori Vidalis on this ball just takes her away from first base. So she's in her head thinking that she's going to try to get that force out at second, but heads up play from Vidalis to be able to get that ball over to third, get that ball into the hands of Kennedy Powell. But just take a look at Rachel Becker. She's looking at her third base coach, just trying to see where the ball is. But as an athlete, you should always try to pick up the ball on your own and see where that is on the infield. It's a big out for the Cascade.
It would have been bases loaded with 1 out. Instead, runners on second and third with 2 outs. And a chance for Caroline Jacobson to come through. Starting right fielder a year ago for Utah during their championship run. This year, she's been in and out of the lineup. A chance to come through here. 0-1 from Brown. And Jacobson down big. For Jaquish, rule that a fielder's choice and an error on Vidalis. 0-2, Jacobson can't catch up with the high heat as Kenzie Brown lets out. Quite the yell, but Utah gets on the board. They cut the Cascade lead in half. Sharlize Palacios comes through. It's 2-1 as we head to the 7th here in Salt Lake City. It has definitely been a good day here in Salt Lake City, being treated to a pitcher's duel. The rookie Kenzie Brown right now getting the better of the veteran Montana Fouts as we head to the 7th inning. Those two have been excellent today. Brown in line for the win. Montana Fouts back out there for her 7th inning of work. She's thrown 91 pitches now in this game. Trying to put up a 0 and hope her offense can do what they do in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yes, Montana Fouts and Kenzie Brown just going tick for tack. But the difference on that matchup is the 9 strikeouts. The Talons just having a hard time figuring out 𝐿𝐭𝐬 Brown.
Kennedy Powell at the plate, 0 for 1 today. That's a strike for Fouts to get ahead in the count. And partner, we should have known it. These two teams came in with the best ERAs in the league. What else did we expect?
I know. I love me a rubber match. This is fantastic. Fantastic softball.
Regardless of the result of this game, the one thing that we know, we're going to get to see Game 3 tomorrow. Will the Portland Cascade be going for the sweep? Or will the Talons try to force a Game 3 as Powell sends it back to the netting? Have to imagine in this situation, if you're Portland, you'd love to get some insurance runs with the Talons due up in the bottom of the inning. On the corner, called strike 3. Powell down looking as Montana Fouts picks up the first out here in the top of the 7th.
And that's a tough one right there. That ball has not been called all night. That is a backdoor curve a little bit off the plate, but gets Kennedy Powell looking.
And you would know that as a hitter going up to the plate, what pitches have and haven't been called correct.
Especially now that the lineup has gone through about 3 times and you've got a good feel for what the umpire zone is. And so you can start to eliminate pitches. And so that hasn't been called a strike all night.
Sis Bates chased the rise baller last time up, lays off of it there. She told us these two best friends off the field, not as much between the white lines. Sis Bates was actually in Montana Fouts' wedding earlier this year. And Sis Bates returned the favor. Montana Fouts is going to be in Sis Bates' wedding in September.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so fun, right? Your opponent's on the field and besties off the field. It's fun when they can turn it on and you can see them compete against one another. It's all competition.
Bates sends one into left. Easy for 𝐬𝐬𝐬. 2 outs in the inning. If you're a Talons fan looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning, bottom 3 in the order, 𝐬𝐬𝐬, Moore, and Beal, barring any pinch hitters. They'd love to get back to the top of the order. Falvey attacking the first pitch. Tasha, you're about to go back to the plate as a hitter after your pitcher maybe throws up a 0. How much momentum does that give you?
It gives you a ton. It gives you a lot of confidence. You know that your pitcher's dealing, so you want to be able to support her in the circle. So as a hitter, you could be a little bit more aggressive earlier in the count.
Oh, 2 pitch from Montana Fouts, bounces. Fouts came into the day with the best ERA by a starting pitcher in this league, and it's gone down. Just 2 earned runs allowed through 6 2/3. Falvey ground ball. The throw is in time, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Montana Fouts throws up a 0. Kenzie Brown going back out there. Can she seal the deal for the Cascade? The Utah Talons trying to avoid a 2-game losing streak down to their final 3 outs. The rally caps are out here at Dumke Family Stadium as we get a look ahead at some of the upcoming broadcasts in the AUSL. The Volts and Blaze are going to meet on ESPN2 tomorrow, and then we've got the nightcap, the series finale. Will the Cascade be going for the sweep tomorrow, or will the Talons battle back and even the series? Kenzie Brown back out there. She's been fantastic this evening. 1 run through 6 innings. And the first pitch she throws to the 7-hole hitter. Jadelyn 𝐬𝐬𝐬 is a ball. 𝐬𝐬𝐬 0 for 2 today with a couple of weak ground balls to first base. Trying to get aboard. And she will. A clean single through the right side. And there could be a rally abreast here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
You can see the Talons now are expecting that changeup. They're expecting it in all counts. Jaden Alchin is sitting on this changeup, and she just ropes it to the right side. But if you're Kenzie Brown, I've seen Kenzie Brown being able to completely change her game where she's throwing completely all rises, all drops. So I feel like in this situation, she's got to throw the changeup in less frequent counts.
And if you look at the pitch count and you say, man, that's a lot for Brown, 114 today. She threw over 100 pitches in 14 of her 36 outings during the collegiate season. Season high was 146. You don't see that in the Major League Baseball game. Pitchers rarely going above 90 these days. One of the days of Nolan Ryan where he used to just go the distance. Brown trying to go the distance here. 2-0 pitch is low. And you can feel the pressure right now.
Yeah, and Kenzie Brown just getting behind because the go-to has been that changeup. So right now she's going to have to try to find something else. Going to that cutter, going to that drop, going to that rise, that low rise, trying to throw that for a strike. That pitch right there.
You watch that pitch right down Broadway as a hitter. What are you thinking now, Natasha?
Well, if I'm Talons, I'm still in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about that changeup. So something slow.
Instead, it's upstairs, and the first two have reached here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Maddie Moore works the walk. Kenzie Brown has not been in much trouble today. Cascade getting Peyton Gottschall warming down in the pen. Big spot. And the rookie, Taylor Beal, up in a big spot, unable to get the bunt down.
And I like this decision to have Taylor Beal square, sacrifice, knowing you've got your top of the order coming up, Aliyah Andrews, Jordan Woolery.
Beal can't get it down again. What's going wrong on the bunt attempt?
Her bat barrel's behind her, and especially in these moments, you know that you want to sacrifice yourself. So just go ahead, square, get your bat barrel out there, thinking from the top of the zone, working your way down. She's just getting her bat head out too late.
That's low. A big spot for Taylor Beal. Gets it down. Brown has one play. A successful at-bat for the rookie, and now two runners in scoring position, and the winning run is at second.
And that gets the job done. Taylor Beal just slowing herself down. Kenzie Brown going to that changeup, and in this situation, she's just trying to find strikes, but Taylor Beal doing a good job of putting bat on ball. Two runners now in scoring position.
That'll bring up Aliyah Andrews, a chance to go home a hero. The Talons had a walk-off win in extra innings to finish off the Bandits and complete the sweep in their first series. Trying to pick up a walk-off here to even this series ahead of tomorrow's Game 3. And they're going to intentionally walk Aliyah Andrews to face Jordan Woolery, who had the second most RBIs in NCAA history this year with 117.
Well, it goes both ways. You know, you walk Aliyah Andrews, and now you have a force play at every base, and so that's kind of the mindset that I think that Coach Flowers is going in. But again, it is the most clutch hitter coming out of college softball right now with Jordan Woolery, who thrives in these moments. And so this is a tough situation of, you know, do you put Aliyah Andrews on and try to go straight at Jordan Woolery? And So we shall see.
And look at Bri Ellis right there, pumping up this home crowd, sensing a moment. And I just got past an incredible note from our stats guy who's been working so hard. The last time Jordan Woolery faced Brown, it was a home run back in 2023.
Oh, goodness. Which is funny because I asked her if she'd ever faced her, and she said no. So she's just hitting bombs and doesn't even know who she's hitting them off of.
And you would think this is a pressure moment for Jordan Woolery, but she hit one of the biggest home runs in recent UCLA history just a week ago in the Women's College World Series. Fans on their feet. And a first pitch strike from Kenzie Brown. Nowhere to put Jordan Woolery. You got to go right at her. 117 RBIs during the collegiate season for UCLA. Fouled straight back, behind in the count, 0-2. And now if you're Brown, you've got to use Woolery's aggressiveness against her, right?
Right, so you got to work around the zone. Maybe going to that cutter. Maybe not going to that changeup yet.
Dangerous pitch for the rookie Brown. And Woolery cuts through it. This time, it's Brown, and there are 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And this is a clutch pitch. This is Kenzie Brown going to that rise on the outer half. This is her low rise. And check out her react. She is pumped because she knows how big of an out that was.
And Brown starts Sharlize Palacios off with a first pitch strike. The Talons have 1 run tonight. It was courtesy of Palacios, who hit a double back in the 6th inning to get to Brown for the first time. 0-1, fouled back, and the Talons down to their final strike. Talons 0 for 6 with 2 outs tonight, 4 for 16 in the series. 0-2 pitch. Sky high in the infield. Sis Bates is under it. And the Cascade have won their first series in franchise history. They take down the Talons. And the rookie, Kenzie Brown, gets the better of Montana Fouts.
Kenzie Brown just dealing, throwing a complete game. 10 strikeouts, had the Talons fooled the entire game. What an incredible game by the Cascade. And that's that rise. And Bates right underneath it. And Cascade is pumped.
Kenzie Brown with a masterful outing today. 2nd pro start. For Brown, she has her 2nd win, and for the first time in AUSL history, Natasha, both pitchers threw a complete game in the same game.
Yes, and I am loving that these pitchers are throwing their complete game. It's just been something that has been a thing of the past as of late, and I'm here for it.
Kenzie Brown picks up her 2nd win, and she is standing by with Savannah Collins.
Kenzie, you're celebrating with this team. They are pumped for you, but you're going into that situation. You decide to load the bases. How much confidence did you have knowing that you could go at Jordan Woolery and Sharlize Palacios to win this game?
I mean, the defense behind me, like they were rallying behind me, so I just had full confidence in them and just spinning the ball, doing what I do best.
Talk about that spin and the speed of the changeup. How much confidence do you have to go to that pitch at any time?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked really hard on that pitch. That was something I discovered in college, so, you know, being able to switch spin a little bit whenever they were picking it. So just having that flexibility, it was awesome.
Thinking about Series 1 to Series 2, just a couple days difference, but the ability to stay ahead of batters, how much did that factor into your effectiveness today?
Yeah, I mean, just trusting my spin and knowing that I'm here for a reason, you know? Like, that's just, it's just so awesome to be here.
Take me into this dugout, this culture that's brewing with the Cascade.
Yes.
You're in it, whether you're pitching or not. What's it like?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this team. Like, these are my girls, these are my ride or dies, and I've only known them for a couple weeks. It's just so special, and I think with this culture, we're gonna go far.
Kenzie, congrats on the win. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
14 innings in this series for Cascade pitchers, just 1 earned run allowed. Natasha, what a game.
What a game. In 2 words, Kenzie Brown, just the Cascade, so excited for her potential, and she's showcasing exactly what she can do for this team.
The Cascade started the year 0-2. Suddenly, they're the hottest team in the league. They've won 3 in a row, and now they'll have a chance to go for the sweep against the reigning champions tomorrow here in Salt Lake City. What an incredible game. 2 pitchers dueling. Montana Fouts, one of the best in the country. The rookie Kenzie Brown, though, gets the better of her. A big day as the Cascade win the series. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow. Once again, our final score here in Salt Lake City, 2-1. AUSL continues tomorrow with 2 more games. Kicking it off is Volts versus Blaze at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. For Natasha Watley, Savannah Collins, I'm Noah Frary saying so long.